Hello, hello, and welcome to my happy place. I just wanted to come and do a video on my new foundation by Mcgrath Labs. It's the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. And what color did I get? Light medium. It's like 13. I did try it on my arm the other day and it looked a little dark, but I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to prime with just some Hollywood Flawless filter. Because it's not going to be on very long, I am going to film this, take my puppy for a walk, and go to bed. Big plans for tonight. I'm just gonna put that in because I'm not sure if it's matte or has a glow. I am getting quite the collection of foundations. I just realized today when I looked in my foundation drawer. Let's get a little closer. Let's see. Okay, we're a little closer. I'm gonna have to raise the camera a little, I think. So let's give it a good shake. I don't know, does anyone else have allergies? I've been sneezy and coughing. My nose has been running, but it's not a cold, it's definitely allergies. I'm going to put like a pump and a half on the back of my hand. You could see it's pretty thin. And I'm just going to dot it around and see what happens on this side. It does look dark and yellow, right? Let's see how it blends in. I actually don't like it when my foundations are too light because I feel like I look very pale. And I think that was plenty, actually. I am not going to make the same mistake that I did on the Charlotte Tilbury video where I just used way too much. So I'm still working on the same pump and a half. And I want to have a light coverage. I don't want a heavy coverage. Still using the same pump and a half. I don't tan in the summer. When I was in my 40s, probably like 25 years ago, I had laser done on my face to even out my skin tone. And I did not know that I would not tan after that. So I have never browned since I had that laser done. And knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have done it. But in those days it was pretty new. So I didn't know enough. just need my little mirror. I think I blended it in. I don't think it's too bad. I mean, I'm not upset with it. Not all the foundations come in the perfect shade. It does look a little yellow, but I think once I powder it a little, I think maybe it'll cut down some of that yellow. So let's see. And that was just a pump and maybe a quarter. I am going to use Jeffree's Under Eye Concealer. And just use, maybe that was too much. Getting a little carried away. I made a big mistake and I put, I thought I was grabbing eye primer and I put under eye concealer on my eyelids. That's what happens when I look for products, excuse me, look for products without having my glasses on. So I think I might have used a little too much of this. Probably. Let me just look in my and I'm just going to take the brush I was using with the foundation on it and just go underneath that just to blend a little more. Then I'm going to take some Jeffree Star powder. Oops, and I may have tapped too much out. And I'm just gonna makes me miss the circus whenever I smell this powder. The cotton candy smell at the circus. You up. So what do we think? Too yellow? I have white powder on my nose like I was sniffing something. I can see a little texture, but I have texture. So that's nothing to do with the foundation. It doesn't feel like I have anything on. It really feels nice. Like there's nothing on. Let's put a little, I'll go back to number 7. And no, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to go into the, where is it? The Charlotte Tilbury palette. And we all know this is the Glowing Pretty Skin Palette. And I'm going to go in here and just give myself a little color. And I'll do a little blush. Which one am I going to go into? I'm going to go into this one. I had a long day today. It's late. It's like 8:30 at night. I took the day off my face by just washing and putting some moisturizer on. And let's do a little highlight, just so I could put makeup on again. But I went and had my nail appointment this morning, and then I was cleaning. I'm just going to take this fluffy brush that I don't know what it is, but it's very fluffy, and I'm just going to go into the highlighter and just give myself a little glow. I'm not even sure that it's coming out really, because the brush is really soft. And I thought I would have a little go, and it's gotten all dusty, of the Abh Norvina palette, collection volume 1. I wasn't 100% happy with my look, the last one I did. But I'm just going to do a quick look. Now, I already did my primer, which ended up being under eye concealer, and I set it with a little powder. And I thought today, just to do something different, I just need something to cover this mirror with so it doesn't blind you. And I'm just going to go into the purple area here. I think that's into the purple and pink, which is row A. This is row A at the bottom here. And I also noticed on my last video, I ducked down a lot so you couldn't really see what I was doing. So we're going to go in for a transition with A2. And I think I'm going to use their mirror. Whoa, what did I do there? That was pretty. Whoa, that was a surprise. These are very pigmented. I just touched it. And that takes care of the transition. Maybe this, I just dot it here and blow it out a little bit. But that, whoa. These colors have been absolutely beautiful. I haven't had a chance to really play. So I'm playing now with everyone here. Whoa, that really was pigmented. Just gonna put a little. My granddaughters are going to be getting ready for bed soon. School started today. So the first week the kids go back to school, they're very cranky. That was really very pigmented. I am going to try the lid color next. And I'm going to go into A1, which is a shimmery light purple. And I think this one's sticking. Yep. Let's try the other eye. This time I'm trying not to duck down out of sight. And that's such a pretty bright color. Now I'm just going to find something for the crease. And I'm so afraid. I'm going to take a tiny brush. This is a little Wayne Goss. Nope, this is Sonia G. They look so similar. What are you called? Crease Pro. And this is the Wayne Goss. So I should know because the Sonia G is brown and the Wayne Goss is black. So I'm keeping you here in case I have to blend out this color. And I think we'll just, for fun, let's go into the pink. And I'm going to take a little of the color off with the tissue just so it's not so... Okay. A little more. That wasn't bad. I just must have dipped in too hard on the first color that it came out so bright. And now a crease color, not a crease color, an outer eye color. Let me see if this one is darker. Yeah, this is a bit of a darker purple. And I go over here with that. I'm going to dot it in and then I'm going to blend it out with the Wayne Goss. I'm not going to put mascara, eyeliner on because I just wanted to do a quick eye look. I'm going to go under the eye. I have this teeny tiny Smith 202. I don't know what that is. And I'm going to take the darker purple and just go. I think I need my little mirror for that. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Loves to hide. There we go. And I have to go right up under the eyes. I just cannot do it like the younger ones. Put a little more on the other side. Okey-doke. I have my Brow Lift by Gentry Kelly Cosmetics, and I had seen this on Get This Glowing channel. Make sure I don't have any. And I'm just gonna put a little on the eyebrow to give the eye a bit of a lift. Because like I say, if I put shimmer up here, it'll just emphasize the wrinkles. And then I'm going to use this by Thrive Cosmetics, and it just gives a little highlight in the corners. Now I was just messing around, and I decided to try a Japanese mascara. I can't even read. I cannot read. I think I got it on Amazon, and I cannot read who it's made by. But I had seen another YouTuber receive Japanese mascara, and I was thinking, oh, I wonder what that's like. So I had to try it. And it's not an expensive thing. It was a couple of dollars. And I don't even know why it has 2 in here, because there's not a darn thing on here I can read. So let's see. The big one, oh, it's very moist, and it has a nice brush. And let's see what you are. The little one, I think it's a tiny brush. I think it's a tiny little, okay, maybe for the under eye? Should we give it a go? Oops, I'm going to try to use the Norvina palette mirror. It really is a nice mirror. I don't think I've ever used anyone else's mirrors. I think it's going on very nice. And I think it's thickening and lengthening. It's nice. It doesn't feel like there's the tube is so light. It doesn't feel like there's a lot in here. As a matter of fact, I've never felt such a lightweight tube. But I like it. It's nice. Like I say, this, I don't know what material it's made out of, but it's very light. Now, what did I do with the other little one? Let's see what this one does. This should be interesting. It's bent. You can see that it comes down in a bend. Let's see. I did a boo-boo. Oh, that's very interesting. This is for the lower lashes. And that boo-boo was totally my fault because I poked myself. That's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen them come in a pair before for upper and lower. Let's try this side. It's actually very nice, and you have a lot of control because of the bent, the little bent wand at the end there. And I see I have a couple of boo-boos. I'm just going to let that dry for a second, and then I'm going to take it off. But I have a side note. I tried this. It came in one of the boxes, and it's the body sugar scrub, and I didn't like it. I liked it when I used it, but after the shower, my skin was so itchy. It was like, okay, I have itch on my arm, then I have itch on my leg, I have itch on my back. It was like it moved around. And I kept thinking, do I have a bug or something? So I took another shower and it went away, but it was the sugar cubes. And these are very pretty, and the smell is lovely. I did have to scrub out. I have tile in my excuse me. I have tile in my shower, and it made such a oily residue. That was the dog. It made such an oily residue that I had to scrub out the shower afterwards, and then being itchy. And I would also be careful with children because it does look like candy. Or be careful with husbands who like to eat things. I tell you, my husband one time, I had frozen fish, little frozen fish things, like these little circles, and it was to put in when you put it in the fish tank, and it would release all these little, I guess, baby shrimp. But it was frozen. So my husband opens the freezer, sees it, thinks it's ices of some kind, and ate some. And he said, I thought they didn't taste very good. Because my husband, he'll eat almost anything. And then one time he ate, I had made the dogs liver brownies for dogs. And he came home at night, saw the brownies, and ate liver brownies. And he said, I thought that tasted really bad. So I have been hiding these from my husband just in case. And another time I could go on and on with him eating bad things. I had bought for a large bird I had bought dried fruit. He tried that. He said, I was going to tell you that dried fruit was off. And I said, well, it's not for you, it's for the parrot. And not to mention, he had my mother try, sorry, I was saying he had my mother try it too. I hadn't realized my video was going on so long. So I'm just gonna, I am really liking that mascara. And it was very consistent with how it went on. a little lipstick or lip gloss, just so I'm not, I don't think this has a color, but I'll just pretend it does. Because I know my video went too long and my granddaughters are going to be coming up to go to bed, and we know there's going to be screaming and crying and, oh, I don't want to go to bed. Let me just blend that just a little more. So that was my foundation of the Mcgrath Labs, and my second attempt at the Norvina ABH palette, Pro palette. ABH Norvina collection, but it says ABH Norvina Pro Collection Volume 1 on the Sephora website. I want to thank you for coming to my happy place. I had fun. As you can hear, I'm dropping things all over. Happy trails. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.